Hey, Wolverine Pioneer here, bringing you guys another video on Remnant from the Ashes. This game, in my opinion, is just too good. People have bitched and complained there's bugs. I mean, it's a new game. There's gonna be bugs. By now, everyone should know that there's bugs. But the way they have this game set up, and I am a die-hard fan of the Soul series, from all the way up, well, down from Demon Souls all the way up to Bloodborne. I love them all. And I have to say, like, really? And I haven't even beat this game yet. This is honestly probably one of the hardest ones I've played. Solo, anyways. When you play, when you're playing, with people, it's a little bit easier, don't get me wrong. The bosses are a little harder just because they got a lot more health, so potentially they have more time to kill you. But in the long run, this game is just, I found really nothing wrong with it, as of right now. And saying that, there are people, obviously bitches, the enemies hit too hard. People have been complaining about the final boss and how the portal hasn't been opening up, but I think that, like, actually watching it, I think people aren't doing it exactly right. And, you know, it's not the developer's fault in any way. And as far as, like, gunplay, it's really great. Melee could be a little bit better. Obviously, let me get out of combat here and show you guys. There. So obviously you have, you know, your two guns and your melee armor, which are 3-piece sets, bonuses if you are running 3 pieces, or you can mix and match, whatever you want really. And then you got 2 rings, just like every Souls game other than Dark Souls 3, I think, and maybe Dark Souls 2. Can't quite remember on that one. And then you get like a little necklace that, like this one, deal 50% extra damage to enemies that have less than 50% health, which is just great. It's my build I have set up. It's just an all-out DPS. I mean, there's nothing much to it. They have they just have a list of traits, which I haven't even, like I said, I haven't gotten. I want to say I'm about halfway through the game, and I probably have not discovered half of them yet. Half the traits. One of the traits two of the traits you actually have to get by getting downed by one of your teammates, like them actually killing you, and then the other one, I think you just join into a multiplayer lobby and it gives you the wide range, which isn't all that bad. Now each gun gets a mod. Let me show you this right here. Like this mod just does more damage and it inflicts flame. Or makes the gun deal more flame. Oh, big guy. Big guy. Yep. Obviously, this is a boss weapon, so obviously it's gonna be a little bit better. Just like all the other Souls games, they have the Estus Flask. Demon Souls, they just have like the natural healing items, which you actually do get that too, which is heals you so much per second, or 0.5 second. I don't know exactly the rate of it, but there's potential to basically stay in combat for a while. The movement feels good. Dodge roll, like just everything. The only complaint I have is I haven't really encountered like a boss that I can just run up at melee, which honestly is kind of disappointing. You know, being a huge fan of Dark Souls and the Soul series in general. So I do find myself using guns a lot more than anything else, which is fine, because that's why they did it. You know, they wanted something a little different, and I think they did a great job on it. Really not much to complain about. And it seems like almost every melee has a 3-hit combo, which is good. Obviously my ring makes it so I can attack faster. Like you can melee these guys if you want to, just you gotta be careful, especially on those big guys. Like they just do a lot of damage. And they're a lot harder to flinch. And the more you upgrade a weapon, or the higher the weapon is as far as your melee goes, the easier it is for you to flinch. They have critical, and the enemies also have weak spots. Crit chance, anyways, I should say. So there's definitely a lot of potential to increase your DPS. I'm wondering if there is actually armor that just completely upgrades your crit chance, which would be nice. Because every gun has 5%, so you have a flat bonus of 5%. And it doesn't seem like, because I figured, okay, you know, with submachine guns, you would think that subs and pistols would have maybe 10 to 15% crit, and like something like a shotgun would have 5. But no, that's not the case. Just everything is, you know, 5% chance. Doesn't matter what you're using. There is no lock-on, which makes it a little hard, I'd say. But also makes it fun. I'm gonna die right here. Did not want to die. But the feel of the game is great. I mean, there's not really much, like I said, there's not much to complain about in my eyes. I'm having fun with it. I'm also dying, which honestly, to me, if I'm not dying in a game, the game's not good. Like, I don't want to just run through a game. Yeah, I mean, there are people that ran through this game, which is fine, but they are also in a party of 3, doing a bunch of communication. Like, it's cool to, you know, to be able to do that, but for me, I don't really want to. Now, as far as bosses go, every boss I can say that well, there's 2 bosses. The dragon, which is actually in the background of your theme, which I thought was honestly was a little disappointing. It's a pretty easy boss for the most part, but the gun you get from it, I mean, just this SMG is it's just phenomenal. I have no complaints about that, which I'm pretty sure there's people talking about how doing certain things throughout the boss fights will give you different things. So obviously, I'm sure there's probably like a mod you get from the boss that you just can't, that I don't know of, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think anybody's discovered the way to get the mod. There are a lot of enemies. Leveling up is pretty straightforward. I mean, you just gotta kill. When you die, you actually don't lose souls, which I'm sure for a lot of people that's actually amazing, because not a lot of people like that aspect of Dark Souls. Actually, I know quite a bit of people that stopped playing the game because, you know, they would, for some reason, build up a good amount of souls, and then they would go do something else, and then they would die, which, I mean, honestly, it's what's gonna happen, you know? You learn to, in those kind of games, you learn to get so far and then go upgrade. And this game's just like that. Like this area, I was seriously dying during my live stream, over and over again. Oh my god. Big guys, man. Jesus. Gotta watch out for them. Doesn't hurt to run away and heal too. Better to stay alive than die. Is he? I don't know what that is, but he did heal. Son of a bitch. Dude. No. Let's just do that real quick. Shut the guys on here are hard guys. Like I can't express it enough. This game is hard. So honestly, if you the only reason why I would say you shouldn't buy the game is if you play Dark Souls and you just quit playing it just because you thought it was fun. Honestly, this game to me is a lot harder than I'd go as far as to say this game's probably a little bit harder than Dark Souls 3. I have not, and like when it comes to like Dark Souls, I have not fought a boss that was such a pain in the ass compared to like Manus. But like I said, I'm only halfway through, so I can't really say whether or not that's true. But judging from all the feedback, I would say the final boss is kind of like a Callous boss from Destiny, and people were having trouble on it. There were times that people were getting glitched into like fake walls and stuff. But I mean, that's the game, and you just gotta learn to enjoy it and power through it. If you can power through probably the first couple bosses, you'll like this game. Anybody would like this game. You'd be fool not to like this game. And if you're one of those guys that, because I trust me, I play shooter games. I love Call of Duty. I love Apex. I mean, I can't really say I love Apex, but I play it. There's some things that piss me off about that game. But as far as like just being able to play a game, I play just about everything, unless it's like Mortal Kombat. I can't do the Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you got it! Oh God! What is that?
So, but the game is good. The game is so good. And all the weapons are random, so because I have a character with 2 other friends, and we actually got a pretty nice assault rifle. It does like 20 damage right off the bat, which is really nice. And then I made 2 other guys. One guy I made this guy that's more of my solo, but I'll play with just about anybody with him. I can't. I have 3 guys already, so to this point, it's just like, okay, 3 guys right now. I might probably make another guy or 2, depending on how far I get with these guys. But honestly, there's not a lot of load screens. If you guys play Demon Souls, it's kind of just like that. You hit a load screen, you go into the next area, and then you have a huge area to go through. Same thing with just about any Souls game, really. I mean, the only game that I know that really didn't hit much of a load screen out of the Souls game series was Dark Souls, because you could just keep running and running. You didn't have to, unless you had to upgrade. Actually, as far as upgrading something, once you upgraded it once, you could just upgrade it at your bonfire. So this game keeps you moving. It's fun. It's not, you're not, as far as like an Anthem, you're not going to hit a ton of load screens. And I got this on PlayStation, and PlayStation does 1 out of 5 stars. I would honestly rate this a 4.5. I actually did rate it a 4.5. It's a good game. There's not much to say about it. If you like the Soul series, you will enjoy this game. it's a game to play until hopefully when Borderlands 3 comes out, because everybody's gonna be playing that. But it's a solid game. I'm looking forward to what they have in store for the DLCs, because this game has a lot of potential, and I hope they utilize that. Because if they just throw out like maybe a DLC, one or two, that'll kind of be disappointing. I hope they do like a more like Call of Duty, where they put out 4 DLCs throughout the year to keep the game going, for another year or two. And then, maybe down the road, if they do a second one, it would be nice to see another DLC. So, just like Borderlands, I can come back and play this game, play the DLC, and like continue the storyline or figure out what happened during the storyline, the lead into the second one. But, guys, just play the game. It's fun. You will enjoy yourself. And if you did enjoy the gameplay, please like and subscribe. It helps me, and I'll be definitely doing a lot more future content. Like I said, it's hard to, it's not like at every Souls game where I can be like, yeah, you go to this place and you fight this boss and you can make this weapon. It's not like that. It's all randomized. So maybe as far as like how to fight bosses and how to do different variants of the bosses, I'll probably do that, and we'll go from there. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy the content, please like, subscribe. It helps me out. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.